What if success wasn't about talent, but about the determination to keep going? Angela Duckworth's grit. The power of passion and perseverance challenges the traditional view of achievement and introduces grit as the defining factor for reaching long-term goals. This is the story of how I embraced Duckworth's principles to uncover my inner grit and achieve what once seemed impossible. Duckworth begins by debunking the myth that talent alone leads to success. She introduces grit as the combination of passion and perseverance, emphasizing that sustained effort over time matters more than innate ability. For much of my life, I believed that success was reserved for those with exceptional talent. But Duckworth's research showed me that effort counts twice, once for building skill and again for turning skill into achievement. This realization shifted my perspective. Instead of focusing on whether I was naturally good at something, I began prioritizing consistent effort and growth. I started applying this mindset to my career. For instance, when learning a new skill felt overwhelming, I reminded myself that progress comes from persistence, not perfection. Over time, I discovered that what seemed unattainable became manageable, even rewarding, with sustained effort. Duckworth's lesson taught me that grit, not talent, is the key to unlocking potential. Beyond my career, this principle influenced other areas of my life. For example, I applied the concept of grit to fitness. Running long distances was never my strength, but by setting incremental goals and committing to daily practice, I eventually completed my first half marathon. Each mile I ran reinforced the belief that perseverance, not innate ability, was the true driver of success. Duckworth's research became a mantra I lived by, reminding me that persistence leads to progress. Duckworth emphasizes that grit begins with passion, a deep, enduring interest in something meaningful. This passion provides the motivation to stay committed to goals, even when progress is slow or obstacles arise. I reflected on my own interests and realized that while I had pursued various goals, many lacked genuine passion. Inspired by Duckworth, I began focusing on what truly excited me. For example, I revisited a childhood love for writing, committing to developing my skills and sharing my stories with others. Reigniting this passion gave me a sense of purpose and energy that made challenges feel worthwhile. Even when I faced setbacks, my connection to the bigger picture kept me moving forward. Duckworth's insights reminded me that passion isn't just about enthusiasm. It's about staying engaged with what matters most. To deepen this commitment, I created a vision board filled with images and quotes that reflected my long-term aspirations. This visual reminder kept my passion alive during moments of doubt. Whether I was crafting a new story or revising an old one, my dedication to writing became a cornerstone of my identity. Passion wasn't fleeting. It was the fuel that sustained my efforts through highs and lows. While passion provides direction, perseverance is what keeps us on the path. Duckworth highlights the importance of resilience in the face of failure and the willingness to keep going despite difficulties. I began cultivating perseverance by reframing failures as learning opportunities. For instance, after receiving critical feedback on a project, I resisted the urge to give up and instead focused on improving. Over time, I realized that setbacks weren't roadblocks but stepping stones to growth. Duckworth's stories of individuals who overcame incredible odds inspired me to push through my own challenges. Whether it was completing a demanding course or navigating a difficult personal situation, I learned that persistence wasn't just about enduring hardships. It was about finding the strength to start again, better prepared and more determined. In moments of doubt, I leaned on mantras like, "This too shall pass," and revisited Duckworth's reminder that perseverance is a skill we build over time. Journaling about my struggles and triumphs became a therapeutic way to track my progress and celebrate small victories. Each challenge I overcame deepened my resolve, reinforcing the belief that grit was my greatest asset. Duckworth introduces the concept of deliberate practice, focused, goal-oriented effort designed to improve specific aspects of performance. She argues that this type of practice is essential for developing grit. I started incorporating deliberate practice into my daily routine. For example, instead of simply writing for enjoyment, I set specific goals to improve my storytelling and sought feedback to refine my craft. This structured approach not only enhanced my skills, but also strengthened my commitment to long-term goals. Deliberate practice required discipline, but it also brought a sense of accomplishment that motivated me to keep going. Duckworth's lesson showed me that grit isn't just about working hard. It's about working smart and continuously striving to improve. To track my progress, I created a system of measurable benchmarks, such as completing a certain number of writing drafts or mastering specific storytelling techniques. Each milestone served as a reminder of how far I'd come and encouraged me to aim higher. Deliberate practice became a habit that transformed not only my skills, but also my confidence in tackling future challenges. Duckworth explains that grit is fueled by purpose, the belief that our efforts contribute to something larger than ourselves. This sense of purpose provides meaning and motivation, especially during difficult times. I began reflecting on how my goals aligned with a greater purpose. For instance, my passion for writing wasn't just about personal fulfillment. It was about inspiring others and sharing stories that could make a difference. This perspective deepened my commitment and gave me the resilience to persevere through challenges. Aligning my efforts with purpose also strengthened my connections with others. By mentoring aspiring writers and collaborating on meaningful projects, I found that shared goals amplified my sense of grit. Duckworth's insights reminded me that purpose transforms persistence into a powerful force for change. I also volunteered my time to teach creative writing workshops in my community, using my skills to empower others. Seeing the impact of my efforts reinforced the importance of purpose in driving perseverance. Each workshop and every story shared became a testament to the power of grit to create meaningful change. Duckworth emphasizes that grit isn't fixed. It can be developed over time through intentional effort and self-reflection. She outlines strategies for cultivating grit, including setting stretch goals, maintaining optimism, and celebrating progress. I started by setting ambitious yet attainable goals that pushed me out of my comfort zone. For example, I committed to completing a challenging certification program within 6 months. Breaking the goal into smaller milestones helped me stay focused and motivated, while celebrating each achievement reinforced my progress. Optimism also became a key part of my grit journey. By focusing on what I could control and viewing challenges as opportunities for growth, I built the confidence to tackle bigger obstacles. Duckworth's lesson taught me that growing grit is an ongoing process that requires both determination and self-compassion. To ensure continuous growth, I developed a reflective practice where I reviewed my progress monthly. This reflection helped me identify areas for improvement and adjust my strategies accordingly. By approaching each setback as a chance to learn, I turned challenges into opportunities to deepen my grit. Duckworth highlights the importance of supportive relationships in building and sustaining grit. She explains that encouragement from others can help us stay committed to our goals and navigate setbacks. I began seeking out mentors and peers who shared my values and could offer guidance. Their encouragement and constructive feedback not only improved my performance, but also reinforced my belief in my ability to succeed. In turn, I made an effort to support others on their journeys, creating a network of mutual motivation. Having a support system also helped me stay accountable. Whether it was sharing my progress with a mentor or collaborating on projects with peers, these relationships provided the motivation to keep pushing forward. Duckworth's insights reminded me that grit thrives in a community of shared purpose and encouragement. In addition, I joined a writing group where members shared their work and provided constructive critiques. The camaraderie and accountability of the group strengthened my resolve to persevere, even during moments of self-doubt. Together, we celebrated milestones and supported each other through setbacks, exemplifying the power of community in fostering grit. The power of passion and perseverance taught me that success isn't about avoiding failure. It's about embracing it as part of the journey. By cultivating passion, practicing perseverance, and aligning my efforts with purpose, I discovered the power of grit to transform my goals into reality. What challenges are you ready to face with grit? Remember, success isn't about how talented you are. It's about how determined you are to keep going. Take the first step today and unlock your potential through the power of passion and perseverance.